If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is LBC with Ben Kentish. Call 0345 6060 973. Text 84850. Alexa, send a comment to LBC.
12:34 the time. Ben Kentish here on LBC with you this Wednesday morning. We'll talk to Michael in Streatham, Claudia in Camberwell about Britain's childhood obesity problem in just a couple of minutes. Let's first, though, go back stateside, where Donald Trump is preparing in the next couple of hours or so to deliver a major televised speech to the US Congress, reportedly on the situation in Ukraine. Simon Marks joins us, LBC's Washington correspondent. Simon, great to have you back with us. Very, very good morning to you. I appreciate this might be a difficult question given Donald Trump, but this major speech, what is it that we might be anticipating from the US president? Morning.
Well, I think, hi Ben, I think we're going to hear that we've entered a new golden age in the history of the United States, that in the weeks since the inauguration on January the 20th, everything is coming up America, everything is coming up Trump, and everything is coming up roses. I mean, the difficulty with that is the backdrop of the day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average plunging 670 points, losing 1.5% of its value on Tuesday alone as a result of the trade war that began earlier today with Canada and Mexico. The minute the closing bell had rung on Wall Street, the Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick was hot-footing it to the airwaves on the Fox Business Channel to announce that basically we can expect a Trump climb down tomorrow. Of course, he didn't put it in those terms, but there have reportedly been some extremely angry conversations between White House officials and the Canadian government, between local premiers in Canada and also with the Mexicans today. And it seems as though Donald Trump may have glanced at the crisis afflicting Wall Street today and perhaps watched a little bit of the Fox Business Network earlier in the day that was relentlessly reporting from a Fox truck dealership in Detroit, where hour by hour viewers were able to watch the price of vehicles being increased, reflective of the tariffs. So it looks like we're going to see a walk back on that. In foreign policy terms, what are we going to hear about Ukraine? We thought we might hear he was suspending military assistance to Ukraine, but then they announced that last night, as listeners to the programme will remember. We broke that story around this time yesterday. Yeah. And so what's he going to announce? I mean, there are rumours that you will have heard in the UK that he's got a big announcement on American involvement in NATO to make. Will he announce that Volodymyr Zelensky, who said today on X that he's now ready to sign this minerals deal, will be back in Washington next week? Will the Prime Minister be coming as well? Might Emmanuel Macron be joining the Ukrainian leader? What is Donald Trump going to say that doesn't derail yet again any chance of productive negotiations with the Ukrainian leader? Or is he going to try and derail them further? Because that's pretty much all he's done, starting with Friday's drubbing of Zelensky at the White House, orchestrated by Trump and his Vice President J.D. Vance, and even in the days since then. So I think we've got to be ready, as ever, with Donald Trump for the unexpected. But whether we're going to get any of these really draconian moves that I know are the talk of the town in London, I just simply don't know.
And we wait to see, as ever, with Donald Trump. Simon, just talk to us about how this is playing out over there, if you would, because obviously there's sort of what we've seen in the last few days, the debacle in the Oval Office, the announcement last night on aid to Ukraine caused consternation, outrage in some parts across Europe. How's it sort of landed over there? Because Donald Trump's approval ratings, the one I've seen, are standing pretty steady.
Yeah, I would say that the gap between unfavourable and favourable is slightly opening up in the wrong direction for Donald Trump.
Right.
The poll of polls suggests now that about 2% of the public has, 2% more of the public has an unfavourable view of him than members of the public that have a favourable view of him. And there was a Reuters poll that was published a little bit earlier today that said, I think 41% of the electorate approved of what Donald Trump had done so far in office, whereas 54% disapproved of what he'd done. Look, at the end of the day, it is all about the economy, stupid. And as people see the price of products, whether it's cars, petrol. I'm sure I wasn't the only person who on the way out of the door today said to my other half, you might want to see if we need any petrol in the car because the price is going to rise between 20 and 40 cents over a gallon over the next 36 hours as the tariffs kick in on Canadian crude. I think people that have, I can tell you that a neighbour of mine has been texting me tonight to tell me how much money he's lost in his 401k retirement account.
Just to remind people, Donald Trump made a huge thing during the campaign of bringing down fuel costs and people's cost of living.
Well, and all sorts of prices, including prices at the supermarket.
Yeah.
And those are going to be going up because we all consume Mexican avocados. We consume a whole variety of vegetables and fruits from Mexico, and also some food products from Canada as well, and certainly products that are absolutely critical to the agricultural industry here in the United States. Some of the fertilizers and other chemicals that the agriculture industry uses come into the United States from Canada. So this trade war is, as Justin Trudeau pointed out today, using the words of the Wall Street Journal, dumb. But Trudeau also said something quite extraordinary, which is that he believes Donald Trump is deliberately waging this trade war on Canada in order to weaken its economy so he can annex the country. And his foreign minister, Melanie Joly, has tonight said that the Canadian government now takes absolutely seriously this notion that Donald Trump wants basically to pull Canada into the United States. So, I mean, all of this is just so incredible from where we were on January the 19th in this country. And who knows what he's going to do to accelerate various matters during the course of this address.
Simon, thank you very much indeed. Simon Marks, LBC's Washington correspondent. Stay tuned, of course, for the next couple of hours. God knows, quite literally, nobody knows what else Donald Trump is going to announce when he stands up about 2 a.m, I should say, UK time, and delivers that address to Congress. You probably, almost certainly, though, won't want to miss it. Simon, thank you again.